Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're well. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of April 19th, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else, and be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Taurus collective now for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. By the way, Taurus, if you're celebrating your birthday in the very early days of your season, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. So what does the Taurus collective not see coming for the week of April 19th, 2026? What do you not see coming? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. What do you not see coming this week? Running. At the bottom of the deck, we have moving on. Thank you, next. Okay. Why is running something that Taurus does not see coming for the week of April 19th, 2026? Why is this something that Taurus does not see coming? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We're going to take them. In your energy for the week ahead, we have the Star, we have the Two of Wands, we have the Two of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Pentacles. The situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. The Hermit, the King of Pentacles, and the Seven of Pentacles to the Devil. Okay. All right. Let's get some cards on the table here for you, Taurus. The Star. Why is the Star here for Taurus this week? Why is the Star here for Taurus this week? The week of April 19th, 2026. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Star is clarified by the Page of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Why is the Two of Wands here for Taurus? Why is the Two of Wands here for Taurus? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Two of Wands is clarified by the Two of Swords, the Death card, and the Knight of Wands. Two of Pentacles. Why is the Two of Pentacles here for the Taurus collective? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Magician, and the Three of Pentacles. Why is the Three of Pentacles here for Taurus? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Tower, the Seven of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Three of Cups. Well, Taurus. Taurus, I think you are taking a time out this week, and I don't think it's anything new with that Hermit energy. I think this is something you've been doing for quite some time. It just looks like this week you are spending a little bit more time, or yeah, and maybe because we're entering your season. There's something here about you going within and saying, do I want to continue doing this or engaging in this or showing up this way moving forward? It'll be different for all of you. But I have a group of you here where you're doing an extraordinary amount of soul searching and internal review. The way I've been showing up in the world, or what I've been doing, or the behavior I've been engaging in, does it really benefit me? And there's a lot of contemplation here. So the Star here is being clarified by the Page of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. The Two of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Death card, and the Knight of Wands. There's something here that you're doing, or something that you are investing in, and you're not sure if you want to keep doing that, or, like I said, engaging that way. Now, this could even be consumption for some of you. Maybe you're packing on the pounds. We kind of all did that in the winter season. So for those of you specifically, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, you might be given some considerable thought to the way I've been taking care of my body. Sometimes I look at the pentacle suit as our 3D form, right? Our body. So it could be for some of you where you are giving careful review to the things that you have been ingesting. Smoking, coffee, vices of that nature. Too much caloric intake. And I'm not a dietitian. I'm not trying to tell you to get on a diet. I think you're beautiful the way you are, Taurus. But it could be for some of you where you're going, should I really put an end to that? Or should I modify the way that I'm consuming this one particular thing? For another group of you, I don't want to call it an identity crisis, but there's something here about going within this week and saying, have I been showing up this way because I'm like running from a deeper truth here? And so I've been showing up in the world one way, and really there's something else going on beneath the surface. And so I could be speaking to a Taurus here where you are really doing this internal review of yourself and saying, why do I keep showing up that everything's great and I'm stable and I'm the King of Pentacles, and meanwhile inside I'm not. I don't feel like I'm balanced. I don't feel like I'm aligned. And I feel like the life that I'm living, or the life that I'm portraying to others that I'm living, is really not aligned to who I am or to who I am becoming. So it's a really big, profound check here that you're doing, Taurus. And for others of you, it could be connection based with that Two of Cups. Absolutely. You could be giving considerable thought and contemplation to, why am I investing in this particular connection, whether it is professional, platonic, or romantic. Because I think what you're realizing here is it's taking a lot of effort on your part to make something work that isn't really working. And you know that, and you're starting to realize that. So I'm putting a lot of effort into overconsumption of something, right? And it's really not giving me the results I want. You know, I'm looking to feel better and look better and be healthier. And meanwhile, I'm looking at what I'm consuming and I'm like, how can I be manifesting a healthier body or overall better health? And meanwhile, I'm kind of sabotaging my manifestation there, Seven of Swords to the Magician, because of what I'm consuming. There's something like that. Or I'm manifesting to live more authentically, and yet the way I show up is not authentic. So there's something here that you are engaging in, like I said, or you're showing up in, or you're consuming. This could even be overspending. I just see you checking yourself here this week, Taurus. And it's kind of like you're asking yourself, why am I doing this? What am I running from? What am I running from? I mean, it could be for some of you a connection where you're wondering, should I continue investing in this person? But I don't really think that's what's happening here, Taurus. I think Uranus leaving your sign on the 25th and entering Gemini, I think you are doing a really, really big review of your life, particularly the last 7 to 8 years that Uranus has been in your sign. And now that it's exiting, I think you're realizing you are a very different Taurus today than you were 7 or 8 years ago. Clarify that Seven of Pentacles to the Devil. You're a very different Taurus, and therefore I think what you're saying is the way I'm showing up, or the way I'm consuming something, or the way I'm engaging isn't aligned to who I am today. Maybe it was aligned to the person I was 7 or 8 years ago, but it's not who I am today. It's not reflective of the person I am or the person I want to be. Clarify that Seven of Pentacles to the Devil. One more shuffle. Thank you. Seven of Pentacles to the Devil, 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands, and the Hangman, 3 of Swords. That's exactly what's happening here. And I don't want to waste your time, Taurus, to keep repeating the message. Something here that you have been, the way you've been showing up, engaging in something, maybe possibly a partnership for you. There's something here where you're saying, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been doing this for a long time, showing up this way. It's not authentic to who I am. It doesn't make me happy anymore. I'm manifesting this wonderful outcome for myself, but I'm doing something or showing up in a way or engaging in a particular way that is sabotaging that manifestation. Hangman to the 10 of Swords. Taurus, I think you're giving considerable thought here to changing something pretty significant in your life. Like I said, it could be a connection. It could be a job. For others of you, it's just the way that you show up. And what I mean by that, it could even be physical appearance. Like, I'm not the Taurus I was 8 years ago, but I'm wearing the same clothes, or I have the same hairdo. You know, I just, for some of you, it's a lot deeper than that with that 3 of Swords, but there's definitely an internal review here by the Taurus Collective this week. So what you don't see coming, a lot of alone time, a lot of quiet time, a lot of contemplation here for you, Taurus, looking at your life, looking at what you've been through, particularly the last 7 to 8 years, and realizing that there's something here that you're doing, that you're engaging in, either on your own or with someone else, that is not authentic to you. And I think you're spending a lot of time saying, do I want to keep doing this or showing up this way? Or like I said, and it could be a little bit, you know, not as severe for others of you. It could be, do I still want this hairdo? Do I still want these clothes? But I feel like for others of you, it's pretty significant here. And there's a lot of contemplation. And it has a lot to do with Uranus now about to exit your sign. It's like, who do you want to be in the future? And the way you're showing up and what you're surrounding yourself with and the people you're engaging with, is that really part of your next chapter, your next story? And I think what you're realizing this week is like, no, it's not. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your advice for this week, Taurus. The 2 of Pentacles shows itself again. Justice and the Ace of Cups, bottom of the deck, 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and that 3 of Swords shows itself again. Again, I don't want to reiterate the message for you ad nauseum here, Taurus, but your advice here this week is to go within. 2 of Pentacles could talk about time management, There's something here that you're doing, like I said, or you're engaging, or the way you're showing up in the world, or possibly a connection or connections in your life. Make sure you, or I shouldn't say make sure, but your advice here is to create some time this week to go within and say, if I continue to do this, is this really an act of self-love? Or am I just doing this because the old Taurus would do this? The old Taurus would stay at a job that doesn't benefit them. The old Taurus would have this hairdo. The old Taurus would dress this way. The old Taurus would keep this connection or romantic partnership. Or for some of you, it could be surrounding community and house and home, where it's just this realization of, why am I still living here? I don't feel aligned or attached. This community or place of residence no longer resonates for me. It fit an old chapter of my life. If some of you Tauruses are divorced and maybe you kept the marital home or you have the marital home, you could be considering this week selling that marital home. Because again, it's something that was part of the chapter when you were with your past person, but it's not who you are today. So your advice here is to just create some time to go within and ask yourself, whatever this is here for you, you're doing, you're engaging in, or you're consuming, is it beneficial to you, to your overall happiness? And I think your realization here is going to be like, no, it's not. I keep doing this, and it's actually, I'm breaking my own heart by doing this. There's something here that you outgrew, Taurus. And I think this week you're realizing it's time for you to move on or to change something up here. That is what I have for you, Taurus. Don't forget to check out your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. But if this is where we part for now, Taurus, that's what I have for you for the week of April 19th, 2026. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.